Okay, 1957 Century Palomino. 15 foot long, so about 8 inches wider than the, or longer than the zip, and about, I think, maybe 6 inches wider than the zip, a little deeper, but other than that, essentially a very similar hull structure. It's now stripped down to a skeleton, and underneath the bow, I've got treated timbers matching the curve and angle of the deck, diagonal cross bracing, box frame underneath. For a 57, I think it's in pretty good shape. Not that I've ever restored one before, but live and learn. Got some supports at the back where the transom goes on the cover boards. I've lined up the center transom knee with the part of the stem that connects the keel, all in a dead straight level line as a reference point. I've now got the transom removed, and it's interesting that it's two-piece and aligned with some dowels. And the good news is that it's split in two pieces. Once I get the backside cleaned off, I can run each individual piece through my planer to level the surface and get everything looking fresh and new. Apparently the first owner replaced the original transom with this original equipment that's 8/4 thick Philippine mahogany, so there's no original boat number, identification number on the hull, but apparently that number is PN57239, the P for Palomino, the N for natural sides, 57 for the year, and the 239th boat that year. And on the outside of the back, you can see there's right 239 and left 239. And what the AA2C is for, I'm not 100% certain. So it's just the start of a long, slow process. I'm guessing that probably 90% of the frames are good for reusing. I will be replacing all the battens. I also have all the planks and spray rails and keels that came off her. I am hoping and intending to reuse at least 90% of the planks, with perhaps a few Dutchmen, because they still look pretty good. Up on the ceiling, I've got two heavy-duty lag screws with eyes going into my framing. A piece of 7/16 threaded rebar goes through those. Sleeved over that is a piece of 1/2-inch PEX tubing and then a piece of Galvy pipe. The theory being that I will be able to run straps around the boat over the Galvy pipe that should be able to turn when it comes time to right the boat, and the chain blocks if I need them. And I also have a large form at the back. In the middle of that, I run a much larger Galvy pipe, and onto the back of the transom, using existing holes, I have some angled 6x6s, so the transom of the boat will literally be able to spin around the pipe when it's time to flip it over, and make the flip hopefully a little easier and more manageable for one person. So I got a long ways to go and a short time to get there, but it started. Project 1957 Century Palomino.